Week 2 of the US Open, and the pressure mounts as the field shrinks to those who've produced the goods when it mattered most. Making it through to the second week of a slam is an exhilarating experience, but dealing with the increased pressure is key.
Your goal for sure to get to the second round, to the second week, and the atmosphere is different in the club. Not many players. This is what you are playing for and what you're fighting for. So it's a great experience.
The elite players who make it deep have a lot more room to spread out and a lot more room to be with their own thoughts. And you know, the frenzy of that first week is sort of pushed aside, and now it's okay. The elite guys are here. This is who I'm contending with, and it's an interesting dynamic.
The players that do make it through the opening rounds have not only embraced the unique feel of New York, but relish it when it comes to game time.
Here is like my second home, you know, I always say, because the crowd is so special here, and I love to play in New York City, so you know, it's a good condition for me.
I always love to play here, you know, a little bit fast this year, but you know, I like the cold, I like the weather. Also playing good, so that means, you know, I have confidence, and you know, I've been playing well.
One man in impressive form was Marin Cilic. Returning to the second week of a Grand Slam, the Croatian was feeling at home.
It means I'm playing well, and I belong here. I belong at you know, later stages of the Grand Slam events. I had a really good summer, played some great matches, and this year over here I felt that draw opened up a little bit for me, and at the right moments I played good tennis, so it's very positive parts for me.
He broke through first time, he was 21 years old at the Australian, almost 5 years ago, when he gets to his first major slam, and you're thinking, here's the guy, this is the next guy. And then he sort of plateaus, and here he is, and I'm so happy for him. He's the first Croatian player to get to a semifinal here since Goran Ivanisevic in 1996.
As the US Open brings in more and more fans and becomes an even bigger global attraction, it's crucial the tournament continues to grow.
This year we started phase 1 of what will be a 5-year construction project. We've also instituted what we call the practice gallery. So we've built over 1,000 permanent seats for fans to watch practice over the 5 dedicated practice courts adjacent to Arthur Ashe Stadium. So that is the first piece of a 5-year construction build-out that will yield a new grandstand court. It'll yield a roof over Arthur Ashe Stadium, and ultimately a new Louis Armstrong Stadium as well.
Meanwhile, this year Novak Djokovic looked to have put his summer struggles behind him, while second seed Roger Federer was looking to be a force at the scene of some of his former glories.
His form has really been superb the last few weeks. He looks to be healthy, and once again, I know that guy really likes to perform in front of the crowd here in New York.
You always have to count on him, and even though he had a bad year last year, was injured many times, and this year looks like he's healthy, and he's playing his best tennis for the last years. So I'm not surprised at all.
With a mix of familiar and new faces in the latter stages of the tournament, the established order was facing a real threat from the next generation, looking to make history of their own.
It's been quite strong, young guys. Dimitrov, Raonic, you know, and also me. You know, it's been, we always try to, you know, beat top 5 guys. So I hope, you know, we can see more of that.
I think that these guys are inspired. I think they are motivated. I think they know that the grip is there by those 4 guys, but maybe it's an ounce less tight than it was some time ago, and that creates opportunity for a lot of guys.
The tennis world was ready for another explosive finish in New York. Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, as the dust settles on the final Grand Slam of the year, we take a look back at the season so far. And a man on the up, we catch up with rising star Bulgaria's Grigor Dimitrov. Don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news. and chat with us on Facebook and Twitter in English and Spanish. See you next week.